Hey everybody, here's a new video, finally after a few weeks, and after many requests I developed the algorithm based on my ultra bonds trading style. So this algorithm I developed is available on Tradingview and on Ninjatrader 8. And as you can see, it's specifically made for ultra bonds, and I also got a version for gold. This is ultra bonds, what we are looking right now at with a Renko chart, and it's a way to scalp the ultra bonds. And in this video I'm gonna show you guys how this thing works and how the signals work and how you trade these signals. It's pretty simple. For example, this was London. This is London Open. For me, this is this morning, 9 o'clock, and this is 8 o'clock. This is Frankfurt. The way I look at the market is first I check in what kind of state the market is. There are two kind of states of market: a narrow state and a wide state. This line here, this line is a 200 SMA. And we got the cloud with the price. Price is pretty close to the cloud we have here and pretty close to the 200 SMA. And this is called a narrow state. This is a technique, a simple analysis technique many pro stock traders and index traders use in their analysis to see in what kind of state the current market is. Because we want to see a market in a, let's say, narrow state, because after the narrow state we will see a widening state. In this case we see the cloud and price moving away from the 200 SMA. This was the wide state in Frankfurt Open. Then we get a sort of a range, and then we see price not continuing downwards, not making new lows, so the current state is not continuing, and this tells us this price might return back to the narrow state, and it did. The color of the candles showed us this, the signals to get in, they showed us this, and then we're in a narrow state, and then we wait for the market to go wide again. In this case pretty fast after the London Open, because we have a lot of volatility and volume, of course, during London. And this is a simple way to visualize the market situation, to look at it, to not overcomplicate it, because I think it's very important to not to make it too complicated for yourself in trading. In this case we get our signals, our bars are colored green, and we can just enter our positions on these signals. So in this case, after the London Open, for you Euro traders, or maybe some guys in the US or Canada, they like to trade during nighttime for 1 or 2 hours. After the first hour I hit my daily target. Today we had 1, 2, 3, 4 great trades. This indicator also paints the volume weighted average price with its standard deviations lines. You can all set this on and off. It paints the daily pivots and the weekly pivots. So that's also something you have all in this indicator. You can set the cloud on and off as you wish. Painting the bars on and off, everything is set. You can change in setting, and it has particular filter options like here. You can filter out the signals around the VWAP. You can filter out signals around daily pivot, because sometimes price can range over here, but today we had a lot of volatility, so we had nice movements, breakouts, and the algorithm picks this up. Okay, so that's the ALGO, specially made for trading UB. And I also developed the EPS. It's an extreme pressure scanner. This thing shows us the effort result situations. Effort result or effort no results. You can see this as pressure or big guys getting in. I'm not so much interested in the these smaller bars, but we have these lines here. You can also change the levels of these lines. We are interested in these kind of extreme pressures. This tells us something. This tells us here at this point at VWAP, there were a lot of big traders. They wanted to push price down in this case because they were aiming for a bounce and continuation to the downside. But these big traders here, they did not get a follow-up. So they had a lot of effort pushing price down, but there was no real follow-up. And the result of this is an effort, no result. This tells us a lot that these guys have to compensate their losses and they have to spread their new long positions along the way and pushing price even more up. Same thing if you see in this case, we see buying here. They did not really get follow-up. Later on they get follow-up. But in some cases they do get what they want. Let's say you get this big buy pressure over here and they get follow-up. Then we know these guys pushing the price up and also will affect in a bigger move of price. So it's a very simple but effective way to present buying and selling pressure. And we are only interested in looking at extremes. Another example here, we see two selling pressure extremes. And where is that? That's around here at the daily pivot. They want to push price down without result. So the price result is price is continuing its long move, its move upwards, bull run. So these guys have to take their losses and compensate the losses with longs and even pushing price even more higher. So this is very interesting to see. Like here we have some buyers getting in on this top, continuation, all good. So this is an indicator we use as additional information on how the price movement is. And I would just say keep it simple, keep your chart simple, don't have too much on your chart. And most important, don't trade for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day because it's useless. Trade for 1 hour or 2 hours. Trade during the open of London, the open of Bond, the New York Open, Stock Exchange Open, also interesting. Maybe 30 minutes after the New York Open. And yeah, you can contact me on the Discord group about this algorithm, how you can use it. It's available for everybody. You can rent it for a monthly fee and I can set you up with it. We can do a one-on-one Zoom session to set this thing up, to help you get familiar with it. That's all free and free of charge. And just let me know on the Discord channel what you think about it and if you're interested to check it out. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. See you later.